Do a nice, soft, natural, everyday look, I said to myself this morning. And then I found my lashes and I threw all of that out the window. I love how putting on falsies entirely changed my outlook on what I was gonna do to my face today. The power of lashes, everyone. Hello everyone! I'm here today to share with you guys my final best of 2017 videos. I have done my favorite drugstore products, I've done the worst products of 2017, and today we're talking about all the high-end stuff. Most of this, if not all of this, question mark? I think this is all from Sephora. So it's basically a high-end Sephora best of video. And just like I did for my drugstore favorites of 2017, I am doing a full tutorial on this look today, which is using all of my favorite products from Sephora that I'm like talking about today. And I'm putting that on my Instagram for you guys in case you are interested in seeing how I use the products and how they wear and all that fun stuff. But today I want to kind of chat about the products and talk about why I like them and what my favorite parts are about them, how I use them, and all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And naturally, of course, a lot of you guys have been asking, I am wearing my Sunday pants. I'm just very glammed out on top, but pajama pants always on the bottom. Always. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's get into this. And we're gonna start with eyeshadows because for primers, I basically just use concealer, so we gonna get to that later. And one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from this year is from Tarte. This is their Clay Play palette. And technically this is eyes, brows, and contour, but I just basically just use it exclusively for shadows, and it's an all matte palette, all sorts of different colors of neutrals. I'm wearing it obviously on my eyes today, and I really like it. Oh my gosh, it smells really good. It just smells chocolatey and delicious. All of the shades blend out really easily on the eyes. I love them for everyday looks or like super glam like today. I like that this has multiple purposes too. I have used it for contour and brows as well, but I tend to stick to using it more for the eyes because I'm not really a contour girl if I'm honest. But I really like it. It is my go-to palette, definitely a fave of 2017. Next up I have two different liners that I want to talk about. Where's the other one? I have a liquid liner as well as a pencil liner. So for liquid liner, this is an oldie but a goodie, and it is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's just really easy to use, and it makes the whole winged liner look very easy. It goes right up against all of the lashes so you can make it look very smooth and seamless. Also, it doesn't dry out really easily. You know when you have those pencils and you like drawing the line on, and as you get like halfway up the wing, it dries out and you're like, no! So this does not do that, and I really like it. And then the other one I've been using a lot of, if I can find it, somewhere on my desk. It is somewhere in front of me. Eyeliner, hello, where are you? All right, this is a different color than the one I'm using, but it's the same brand. It is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Eyeliners. This one is in the shade Overnight, which is a beautiful midnight blue shade. You can see that right there. That was just one stroke, people. Like, look how pretty that is. I also love Earthquake. That's basically my go-to everyday shade. It's a dark, deep, matte brown. And then there's a light purple, which is stunning. I was wearing it in the video where I talked about my worst rated products, and I tightline my eyes with it, and it's so pretty. It just makes the eyes pop. But these pencils are creamy. They're easy to use. I will use them on the tight line as well as just kind of smoking out along the lash line. They're, oh, I found it. Haha! This is Earthquake, everyone. I knew I'd find it. It's just a really pretty matte brown. I think these pencils are amazing. I continually use them. Definite favorite. Next up is mascara, and this definitely has to be hands down my favorite in the high-end category. It's the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I included this in my Top Box collab that I did back in November. You got this plus a bunch of other makeup, and a lot of you guys have been saying that you really love this one too. It's such a good mascara. I'm wearing it today. I wear it in most of my videos from 2017, and it gives these big, huge, dramatic, over the top, really black lashes. I find the formula is not too wet or dry, so I'm not getting like little dots of mascara on my lids too often. I mean, I still get them because I'm really messy, but it gives these big, beautiful, almost clumpy lashes, which I personally like. I like the look of those, and I just really like it. Really good mascara. Next up is brows, and this should also come as no surprise to anyone because this is basically what I use all year round. It is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is by Benefit. It is just a nice teeny tiny little brow pencil, and it gets those tiny micro hairs in beautifully. It's creamy without being too creamy. This shade is a really good match for me. This is shade number 3. I like the spoolie at the end. I didn't think that spoolies would ever be a big thing for me, but then I tried one that was like a really weak one, and I'm like, oh. So this one's not too soft. It's actually gonna brush through my hairs, which I really like. The packaging's really cute. It's an awesome brow pencil. And then for brow gel, I talked about in my drugstore one that I didn't really have a favorite in the drugstore category category of brow gel because I basically just use the one I'm going to talk about. And it's also by Benefit. It is the 24-hour brow setter. And also, just heads up, this video is in no way sponsored by Benefit. I know I went on a trip with them back in December with my family, have not gone on any big like brand trips before other than actually with Benefit 5 years ago. And I just want to say this is not sponsored. They know that there are products that I like from them. There are products that I don't like from them. And they know that I'm going to be 100% honest. Otherwise, I would not have accepted this trip. These are my favorite products. I have talked about them all year. If you watch any of my videos, these are the products that I've been using and I love them. But there are a couple of reasons why I like this. First of all, with the actual wand, I like the fact that some of the bristles are a lot stiffer and smaller on one side and then larger and fluffier on the other side. So I can really create almost that feathered effect with the longer ones, and then for the stiffer ones, I can like nail down some of those, you know, those hairs. Does anyone else have those brow hairs that like curl up at the end? Is it just me? But I will take the shorter bristles and I'll kind of comb through until I get the shape that I want, and I'll hold them down. And then and they will not move all day. It's crazy. Such a good brow gel. And then lastly for the eyes, my favorite lashes. And if you guys have watched any of my videos this year, I've maybe used lashes like 5 times, but I still have a favorite. And it is the Huda Beauty Kamil Easy Lash. These things are so good. If you don't like lashes and you find that they're really difficult to apply, these are like almost a 3/4 to a half lash. I have them obviously on my eyes right now, if you couldn't already tell, but they're so easy to apply and they give you like a really dramatic eye look and not have any of the effort. They're not gonna pinch in the inner corner of the eyes. I like the effect. I like the way that they look on my eyes, and I find them to be really easy to use. So now I have like 3 or 4 pairs in stock in the back. Just for, you know, those 4 or 5 times a year I use them. And now going on to my favorite face products. This is also from Huda Beauty. This is the Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I love this primer. First of all, it has a little bit of a scent to it, perfumey, but very soft and light, and it does dissipate as soon as you put it on your face. But I love the effect that it gives to the skin. It blurs out pores and fine lines. It makes my makeup sit on top of my skin a lot smoother, and it makes my skin look really good. And now onto my favorite foundation, and it actually was a CC cream, which kind of surprised me, but it's by IT Cosmetics, and it's the Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream. This is a full coverage SPF of 50 foundation, and it makes my skin look really good. This is in the shade Light. I find it has a nice neutral undertone, so it matches my complexion very well, and I like the coverage. I like the way that it blends out. It has worked with a whole bunch of different primers for me. I also like that by the end of the day, this doesn't look really dry. It's not creasing on my skin. I still have that nice hydrated look to my skin, and it holds all day, so really good one. Now on to concealer, and I would say this is more on the relatively new side of things, but other than that, I've been using like Tarte Shape Tape, and I've been using ColourPop. By the way, where do I put ColourPop? Is it Sephora because it's sold at Sephora, but the pricing is more drugstore, so I don't know where to put it. But the ColourPop concealer is also really good. I really like that one. But anyway, the one that I was going to mention is by YSL. This is the All Hours Concealer. It is a matte, but like a soft matte finish. It has a ton of coverage in it. It's going to cover up those dark circles or acne spots or anything like that, and it stays put all freaking day. It's crazy. I use both the shade 2 and 3, and I find they are really good matches for me. I think it looks so good on my skin. I was kind of worried with a soft matte finish that it was gonna look really dry for my under eye area, but I don't have that issue at all, which by the way is also due to the next product I'm going to talk about, which is also a favorite of mine. But this has been a great concealer. I've been using it on myself, I've been using it on friends and family, and I just really like it. And the product that helps prevent any of that creasing is the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. This is so good, guys. It smells like really expensive oranges. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it smells really good. And I know you see it all over Instagram and you're like, really is it worth that hype? But like, honestly guys, I use this so much on my skin. I will just take a little drop and then I will rub it between my hands, and then I will put it on underneath my eyes, around anywhere that I would crease, so around the mouth, on my forehead. I will even put some on my lips as sort of an extra moisturizer, and then I'll do my eye makeup, and by the time that I'm done that and go onto my face makeup, this has sunk into my skin, and it just makes all of the difference for me. It's also not too oily as well, so when you put your foundation on top, it's not going to break up that foundation and concealer. I like this even better than the Unicorn Essence, which I've used for a while. I think it's also really good, but this one is by far my favorite. For high-end powders, I think my favorite one had to be from Coverfx. This is the Perfect Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. Translucent light? How can you be translucent and also light? Is there a translucent medium and a translucent dark? I don't understand. But I like it because I can use it just dusting it all over the skin to mattify and set my makeup, but I could also use it for baking, and I find it's not too over drying. It just does a really good job. You sweep it away and it gives a nice flawless finish to the skin. I also really like the design of it. It has this inner lid part right here, so you have to open this up, then you can pour it into the lid so you don't get this like abundance of powder kind of sitting on top underneath the lid. So when you pull off the top, it's like poof. No? Is that just me? So I like that little design element. That made a difference for me. I think it's a really good powder, and yeah, been my go-to. For bronzer and blush, I'm gonna mention them at the same time because they're the same brand. They're both by Hourglass. I love these so much. This one is in Nude Bronze Light, and this one is in Incandescent Electra. Like, look at this shade. It's so beautiful. They both have that really pretty marble effect, but I like this one because it has a really nice neutral undertone. It's not too orange, it's not too gray, and it blends onto the skin really nicely. And the blush I really like because I love this peachy pink kind of tone. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, and it has a little bit of a glow factor to it as well. The color is layerable, it's really flattering. Love these. And now onto the lip products, and I didn't really know where to start because I tested a lot of lip products over the course of a year. I know there are a lot of really good ones, but at the end of the day, these are the ones that I reach for the most, that I think are the most flattering and have the best color range and I think are amazing. And they are the Too Faced Melted Latex Lip Products. Today I'm wearing this shade, which is a rated R. I don't care, like it's definitely more of a spring shade than I'm wearing in the middle of January, but whatever. But these ones are also favorites of mine. I will swatch them for you guys so you can see them up close, but they give a nice glossy effect, but not too goopy on the lips. And I find like they have really good staying power as well. And the undertones are really flattering. I find that I just continually reach for them, either putting them on top of a matte lip or a lip liner or just wearing them by themselves. Like this shade right here, Hopeless Romantic, is an everyday staple of mine. It's so pretty. I really like the formula. Some people say that they're really goopy. Like, I don't find that to be the case at all. They're not long wearing. I mean, they are a gloss after all, but they do hold onto the lips quite nicely. I don't know what it is about the formula, but it's not too glossy. It's more on the thicker side, but it's not thick. I don't know how to explain it. If you have a chance to test it out, you definitely should. They are a great product, and yeah, definite favorite. And lastly is setting spray, and the one that I've been using the most is by Glam Glow. It is their Glow Setter Makeup Setting Spray. The only thing I don't like about this is the mist is so fine. I feel like I'm not putting anything on my face, so I have to like spray it a whole bunch more than I normally would and like a lot closer to my face. But I love how it looks on the skin. I love the longevity that it gives to my makeup as well, and it's not too like mattifying and drying to my skin. I have more dehydrated skin, by the way, so I don't like anything that's too mattifying, and I don't want anything that's super oily either. So I find this kind of walks that balance really nicely, and yeah, it's a really good one. And that's everything for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like these best of 2017 type videos. Don't forget to check out the other ones that I did for drugstore and also my worst rated products for 2017. And check out my Instagram if you want to see the tutorial on how I did this look right here using the products I talked about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all on Tuesday. Love you girls. Mwah.